Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Baksu, and I think this is going to get interesting. So the first we're going to try, this is the sweet chocolate infused pretzel. And according to the culture guide, the chocolate's been added into the dough, so it sounds like it's a chocolate flavored pretzel. Yeah, going to be interesting, kind of curious. I do think it's going to be better than some of the others just because it is a baked chocolate treat, and that does tend to dodge the waxy curse that plagues a lot of Japanese chocolate. So I think that's going to be pretty good. We're also going to try, this is Melty Kiss Premium Chocolate. Apparently it just kind of melts on your tongue. This is a square of chocolate. That's kind of all they're really giving me to go off. I think it's going to be interesting. We're going to find out. So yeah, with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Alright, starting with our sweet chocolate infused pretzel. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So during the unboxing, when I read that they were calling it the chocolate infused, it reminded I called out, if I remember correctly, that we've had a lot of like freeze-dried fruits that were infused with chocolate, and it kind of worked. To the touch, this is reminding me a lot of that. So I'm really just kind of curious to see how this turns out. It reminds me a lot of that. There's a slight waxiness with that. It's not bad. The crunch is really nice and satisfying. The downside is because it's similar to those. One of the things that really made the chocolate infused fruits delicious was because that was the fruit, and so you got that flavor of the dried fruit with the chocolate, and it really helped override kind of the slight waxiness of the chocolate. Um, because this is just a pretzel, it's good, but I think it would be better if it had a little something to go along with it. Um, just because there is still a bit of that there. I don't know. It isn't bad. The crunch, as I said, is really, really satisfying. If you have the chance to try it, maybe give it a shot. Um, I personally think that we've had better. So, moving on to our Melty Kiss Premium Chocolate. Sorry, there's something to the scent of this, and I can't put my finger on it. So it's just this little cube of chocolate. I don't know why, but I almost want to say like there's a hint of vinegar to the scent. And I'm not entirely sure why. So let's give it a shot. So it definitely does kind of what they say about the Melty, where it clearly has a very low melting temperature point because it does just start kind of melting on your tongue. It's just not quite fast enough for this video. Um, it does have a bit of the waxy to it. It's not bad. It's definitely a bitterer, darker chocolate. Um, I would say if you're somebody who really loves chocolate and just wants to try Japanese chocolate, this is one of the better ones, possibly even one of the best that we've had where there wasn't an additional flavor added in. I'd say this is the best. That said, um, I'd rather have European chocolate if I'm just going to have a square of chocolate. Um, so if you have it and it's available, definitely give it a shot. But yeah, I definitely think there are better treats out there, things that have been a lot more fun. Gochu-sama. So to recap, we tried our sweet chocolate infused pretzel, which was very similar to the freeze-dried fruits that have been chocolate infused. It's all right. If you have the chance to try it, maybe give it a shot. I think the fruit one versions are, personally, I like them a bit better, just because they do add an additional flavor in there, whereas I feel like the pretzel didn't do that as much. We also tried our Melty Kiss Premium Chocolate, which for Japanese chocolate, pretty good. It's still a little waxy, but it's definitely one of the better ones out there for just plain chocolate. But personally, I'd rather, if I'm gonna have chocolate, I'd just rather have it from somewhere else. Or I'm going to do something with a flavor that's added in, just because Japanese snack makers are so phenomenal with flavors. Honestly, if this were strawberry chocolate, I would probably love it so much. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.